Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of general reading here. I'm so happy to be back with you. Let's talk about your meditation. So, I first saw The Matrix, right? Whether or not you've seen the movie, it's okay. I'm here to help. In that film, it was very much about, well, an aspect of it was bending your reality and moving and really looking at how things are and really breaking through that mold and going, well, how is this how it's actually constructed? Can I change it? Because I definitely saw you as a bit of a reality bender, a la Neo, the one sent to, change things or whatever have you. And then I saw the Six of Cups key. Okay, so you moving from that kind of pre-constructed reality, right, into the Six of Cups key. And then I saw Harold in the Purple Crown, which is a children's book about creating your own reality, right? And then I saw you as a Libra collective, kind of, I heard going home again, returning to a childhood aspect of yourself and going, okay, remember when you were a kid and you were able to create your own reality through like mud? You're like, this is a castle, this is a fortress, you know what I mean? You're a cowboy and, I'm a princess or whatever it is, right? And you were able to just suspend your disbelief and really create the reality that you wanted. And as a child, you just wholeheartedly believed that, right? Something to that. I saw you going back and really doing that and then creating your new reality. And you're going, can I keep it? Is it mine? Like a new house or a new car? And then time happened. I saw it erode a little bit. And then it really settled into like a shoe that you've broken in really well and really loving the new place that you were in. So this feels very empowered, Libra. It feels, very much, I'm a fellow air sign. It feels very much like an air sign energy here, but it really feels like you're in a very special place. Being given an opportunity to really create the life or the infrastructure that you desire. Let's get your animal energy. Beautiful butterflies. Okay, this makes all this sense in the world. Okay, I can't with you. I'm loving it so much already. So the elk. So this corresponds for me personally to the emperor. In the traditional deck, the emperor is all about stability, foundation, happy home and work life. You being the creator of your reality, but less of it does feel magician-y as well. But let me tell you something. It feels a lot more emperor with everything that I just said about creating your desired reality, because it's grounded in a way that you can see the results of your labor and your efforts in a 3D and immediate way. Right? Whereas the magician, he creates his reality, but it's more of like sometimes you just feel the results of it. This is like you see it. The elk is it's a beautiful earth energy here. It's stability, it's power, I have everything that I need, and I always will. Libra, I'm excited and happy for you. Let's see where this goes. Hold on. You have an opportunity for the rest of this Mercury in retrograde to really, get clear on it. Feels like you can have what you want at this point. Yeah. I'm hearing to really take some time on your own to do this. You can do this through vision boarding, sitting down and listening to music and really like putting these thoughts and feelings into action. There's something about the next moon cycle coming up for you. It feels really important and pertinent. This is something you do on your own. It feels like the best kept secret ever. It's like you set your intentions, you make it into reality, and then it's like everyone around you starts to reap the benefits. I'm hearing don't talk about what you're doing because it's precious. Just like it's like I'm getting this funny image of when a child finds out that there's no Santa Claus, right? There's something about that. You have a particular magical energy around you right now, Libra, that I'm completely obsessed with for you. And I'm hearing to keep a lot of these plans and intentions to yourself until they're manifested, and then just appreciate it, right? It's kind of like doing something good anonymously and how good that feels. I don't know why that's coming up. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the image of Alaska as well. Alaska has a lot of untapped, untamed wilderness. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. It feels very, Alaska to me feels like an unadulterated space where it's just the air is wonderfully crisp and clean. And you just feel like you have a lot of room to be with your own thoughts without a lot of pollution from outside sources or city sounds or whatever have you. There's something about that. Creating your own Alaska or something. So you have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah. So this is that juggling, right? This is multitasking. This is going this or that or this and that. I'm drawn to remember how we were just talking about the magician and then we have the infinity symbol here and the number 8? So I really feel like this is exactly what I was saying with really considering, see how this crow baby's in the forefront and then the two friends over here, and you're like, let me just do this and then I'll come back to you. There's this feeling of creating the reality that you want. Take what works and leave the rest is what I'm hearing. But there's something so magical, and they're taking me to the High Priestess as well, which is the number 2 key in the major arcana. There's really something here about a balance of masculine and feminine energy here too that I'm picking up on. Because the elk is definitely a masculine energy. The emperor, I'm getting a High Priestess vibe as well. There's something here about, if feminine energy is about being a great receiver, right? And masculine energy is about being a doer, an output of energy, input versus output. There's something about that feels very beautifully blended for you right now. And it just feels really, really, really right. Okay? It feels right. What else is going on? Yeah, I really do feel like you're in a place of going, what is working and what could use some tailoring or editing or change, right? It's really nice. Ooh, you have the star at the bottom, Aquarius energy here, wish fulfillment and dreams and spotlight and magic. Okay. Queen of Pentacles here. So a lot of Pentacles coming up here makes sense. You have this earth energy here with the elk, rules the realm of, everything of the 3D and stability, root chakra, all that good stuff. You got your butterfly representing beautiful Libras here. Remember I called you butterfly at the beginning of this because butterflies are a symbol for Libras, right? Don't ask me why. I don't really know. Whenever I just a course, I don't know, for some reason you guys are butterflies. Queen of Pentacles, this is very much about being a great receiver. This is about understanding that the more you're grateful for what you already have, the more you're going to manifest to be grateful for. There is this deep-seated feeling of being beautifully and happily rooted to where you are. And it's really great. The Queen of Pentacles also, again, back to this masculine and feminine energy. I do feel like a good group of you guys have someone around you that is a very studying influence. And it feels like this studying influence can be a lot of different things, right? This can be a parent, a partner, a roommate, a coworker, a friend, whatever that is. But there's someone here that feels like a mountain, but in a good way. Okay? like a real, sturdy as a mountain. I really feel that. I feel like there's something about feeling safe enough to take a risk, feeling safe enough. What is that quote? One does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. There's something about that. Okay. Do you see how she is literally, how this crow lady here is literally looking at this other crow juggling things? And this feels masculine, this feels feminine. But they both feel each of you, both as well. There's something here about counterparting, but also both aspects of, because we each have feminine and masculine energy within us. It really feels like there's this element of bringing those two home to roost within ourselves in a really productive way. Why do I feel like I'm picking up on some and I mean this in the best way possible, like an evil genius vibe where it's like, oh God, I feel like some of you guys are brewing on something, realizing something, or working on something that's going to be kind of great or big or really transformative or helpful to you, but others as well. I keep getting this feeling of it's like the best kept secret ever. You're working on something or you've realized something, you've figured something out, and you're making plans around it. You could be looking to buy a new home, change homes, something to do with work, a new great idea that you had, a passion project, a new relationship that you're, kind of enjoying keeping to yourself. There's something about this where it's not quite time to reveal it, but it just feels really, really good. But you are in a place of, what stays, what goes, what works, what doesn't. I almost see the image of a scientist trying out things and going, oh, well, when I add this in, it creates this combustive property. But when I take this out and add more of this, then it does this. There's something about trial and error, but really happily so. See the Page of Swords here. This is interesting. Page of Swords, repping your air sign selves here, right? Page of Swords, traditionally speaking, is being observed, being watched. This is communication coming in that's either from, a news source, or it's just kind of like a, not really declarative statements of you're hired or I love you, but rather just smaller communication, or again, communication with or around someone that you haven't known as long, or it's kind of like a small talk arena. But this Page of Swords here for me personally, do you see all these feathers flying behind him? Remember when I said you're in a place of discerning what stays, what goes, what doesn't work? I feel like this Page of Swords you are seeing yourself clearly, an aspect, again, back to that Herald in the purple crown, right? Because it's communication with the swords, and Herald with the purple crown is very much about that too, creation and communication and seeing things clearly. In order to create the reality that he wanted, he had to first see it in his mind's eye. That feels really important for you guys. I feel like these feathers here are aspects of yourself or the way that things were done that are now being culled away. Why do I feel like your new year is only just beginning? I don't know. Yeah. The excitement that I feel is palpable. You guys feel very excited about something or someone, or all of it really. I do feel like some of you guys are going to be getting communication around offers of either new employment or an extension of a lease term or a contract or something to do with, it feels like an offer though, that has come through the written word or a phone call, something to do with the communicative realm. It feels really good though. But it is something that feels like a seed that is going to blossom and be bigger than it starts as, if that makes sense. And also aspects of you that are changing. It's almost like you're birthing into a new aspect of yourself and creating a whole new reality for yourself. For the Two of Pentacles. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Hi. Four of Wands. To clarify the Two of Pentacles. How stunning is this? How stunning is this? Do you remember how I said Herald in the purple crown and creating the reality that you want? Look at this House of Cards. So Four of Wands is that of an energy, right? Also represents the month of April. The Four of Wands is very much about happy home. And we go back to the Emperor here with the elk and the stability and the foundation and the children and all of that good stuff, right? There's something about that. The Four of Wands, it's just the most beautiful, beautiful energy here. And I'm really drawn to the fact that, like, you see this is a 2 with the 2 pillars, then you have the 4 here, and then all together that makes 6. 6 is the number of love. There's something here about, you know, not just where I am now, but it's almost like a daring to dream, where it's like, where could I be? Like, really allowing your mind to really take that ride and go, I think I've learned all the lessons that I needed to learn around not being where I want to be. And now I'm ready to really be a good receiver and receive these blessings, right? Something about that for you. It feels so good. It feels really, really good. There's something here about children, childhood, again, with that 6 of Cups key that keeps coming to me. There's something about either returning to the aspect of yourself, like your inner child, or what you looked up and 5 hours had passed, something that you did in your childhood, or quite literally children coming into your atmosphere around you. I say that as well because of the elk here as well with the Emperor energy, okay? But if you look at that, those are kind of two contrasting energies as well, because traditionally speaking, the Emperor is depicted sitting with children running and playing in the background. But those are two different energies. The Emperor is all the responsibility in the world, and children, you know, that's complete opposite of that. It's like suspending your disbelief and playing, right? Something about that. And I'm drawn to this 2 of Pentacles here with the juggling too. Could you be juggling the 2 aspects of yourself? One is the adulting and the other one is the, you know, the childhood, the freedom aspect, right? The play, the work in the play. But I do feel like the overall goal here is to really create the life that you maybe have only dreamed of until now. And maybe this is a pre-existing energy and you're continuing to build on this, right? You know, you have the Page of Pentacles here to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. This has a lot to do with work and money and stability and foundation, and I love it, right? Page of Pentacles, new energy here. This is the offer of something new. This is new energy coming to you. New money, new work opportunity, a new idea. Why do I feel like someone has a really great idea about something? And it might have even occurred to you like in a dream or through like a thunderbolt. You're like, oh God, I see it now. You know, Mercury retrograde can be really good in that way, where it kind of shakes things up and allows us a whole new perspective. It's really cool. It's kind of the time of the epiphany, Mercury in retrograde is. It reveals things. It reveals people. It reveals truths and aspects of ourselves and others, right? I do feel like for some of you, you're going to get an offer to partner on something, okay? Okay? Partner or fund something, or you're joining forces with someone or a group of people. You're like, we're going to do this together. Just heard the power of 3 will set us free from Charmed. I just heard that. The trifecta, the Trinity, all aspects of something coming together to create a greater whole. This just feels really, you guys feel aligned. And you know what? Good on you. That's amazing. I don't know if there's any better feeling. You just feel really aligned. Exactly where you're supposed to be. Swords. I good. Guess who came up? Guess who did it? The Magician. We were talking about this dude, weren't we, though? I really love this. This is really using, I can't believe you got Emperor energy here and the Magician energy here. This is using all the tools at your disposal to create the life that you desire. I feel like some of you guys are going to be getting like realizations and downloads about how to do it or what it is for you. I do. It's really cool. It's like once you have this realization, it clears up your energy, and then these new offers it's like you're magnetizing the way forward for yourself. And I'm obsessed with that for you. Not in this deck, but remember when I said traditionally speaking, the Magician is depicted with that infinity symbol as well with that 8. It feels like you are currently stepping onto or continuing down a road, a yellow brick road, as it were, that is going to be around for a really long time. It feels like you're at the beginning of this journey or only a quarter of the way in, but it does feel newer or it's been refreshed in a way, okay, where the road has been repaved. Ooh, I just got shivies. For some of you, the road has been repaved. Look what came out with the Magician. The 9 of frickin' Pentacles. Does this not just say it all? The 9 of Pentacles, all the Pentacles here. The 9 of Pentacles is entrepreneurship. It's a job well done. It's feeling super independent and feeling good about the work that you do and the work that you have done. The 9 is the number of endings. What it comes after this, the 9 of Pentacles, which is happy home and partnership. You are literally paving the road here, and you are setting yourself up for the life that you desire. But it almost feels, I'm seeing the movie, it's called Synecdoche, I think, New York. Synecdoche. Philip Seymour Hoffman, I think. There really is this energy around you can have what you want. It's about, I kind of feel that you guys are already clear on that. It's more about the clarity and the realizations that are coming through or about how to go about getting it. And then something in your energy gets cleared and it just starts manifesting and quickly. Herald and the Purple Crown. I'm telling you, Neo and the Matrix, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Emperor. You're exactly where you're meant to be. I cannot tell you how good this feels. I'm actually even more excited for the second half of March for you. To see where this leads. I mean, you know, all these are timeless and yada, 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 but there's something here about that. Do you see how this raven here on Alice's arm is like talking to her? Ravens represent magic, and then you have it with the Magician. If you only knew. Okay, this is very specific. This is what I'm getting. So within fairy lore, they're able to just kind of manifest what they want quickly. There's something about that. If fairy lore, or you start seeing things of fairy imagery or books with something about that, you are able to manifest at lightning speed right now. So, but within that is a responsibility, because it's not like you're just capable of manifesting the good. You can also manifest what you don't want as well. So be mindful of your thoughts. My beautiful fellow air signs. Okay? Yay! This feels really good, you guys. I'm excited for y'all. Let's get an oracle. Oh, Lord. Wow. So we have balance here. I mean, hi and hello. So balance, I'm going back to the masculine and feminine. Remember when I said that? And then you have the 2 of Pentacles here, juggling this balancing energy here. You know, this, first of all, also, the hummingbird represents romantic love and also a quickened pace, luscious fairy garden realness here. You know, this beautiful prima ballerina here. We can equate this to the temperance key as well, too, right? A balance. You know, I'm really feeling like, okay, fine. The universe brings you newness when you adequately demonstrate to the universe that you are working well with all of the elements that you already have going on. So if you're in a place of any kind of extremity where you're doing a little too much work and not enough play, you're there for others but not as much there for yourself, or you can reverse either of those 2 scenarios, whatever that is for you, in order to allow this newness to come in and create room and space for this manifestation realness, this feels very powerful, right? You're going to manifest, you are in a place of manifestation. How that manifestation, what form it takes and what you bring towards you is really up to you. So it's really about looking at everything you have going on. Again, back to this 2 of Pentacles and going, okay, this can stay, this can go. I'm seeing the image of a suitcase. And you know when you fly on a plane, like the weight limit to the suitcase is like 8 pounds or something, right? And you're being asked to go, okay, you can't bring it all into this new chapter, into this newness that wants to be manifested with and through you. What are you going to leave behind But it's also about getting your suitcase down to like 8 pounds so that you have room for the newness. There's something about that. I do feel like there are some stale, and I say this with love, elements or people in your life, or even behaviors or patterns or self-defeating thoughts or limitations within yourself that just there's no room for it in this new reality that wants to come through. Okay? So really look at it dispassionately. Really, really look at it from that place of like, hey, I am important. I am a divine being, right? What is serving me and what is not? And what is not can go bye-bye. Whether that's people, places, things, aspects of yourself, like I said. Okay? I like it so much. And I do see change of home, residence, or an upgrade around work and home life as well. A lot of pentacles here. So I'm real excited for you guys. This is really, really stunning. And look, she's really happy about balancing on those point shoes. It really is about allowing yourself to be in a place of transition and change because you know what you're working towards. You're working towards the stability of the emperor, right? That's what it is. And I want to say one more thing. Balance as well, someone said this to me once, and I can't remember who it was. I feel bad. I feel like it was one of y'all. But I think I asked a question a long time ago in like a giveaway context of like, what is balance or something like that. And someone said that balance kind of brings to mind the image of a tightrope, which feels a bit precarious, right? You can slip or fall off or go one way or the other. What if we change this to harmony? Harmony. Harmony within oneself, harmony with others around you. Are you in harmony with your reality? If you can harmonize with your reality, that creates space and room for new voices to join the choir and further harmonize with you, right? Stunning. Okay, Libras, this was your first half of general reading. I'm living for this. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments below. I absolutely live for that. And just thank y'all so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.